Okay, hello ladies and gentlemen, this is a Canadian Greek coming at you with ISON update number 17. There were a lot of comments in ISON update 16. Some of them were very rude, calling me anything from a crackhead to all sorts of things. So I'm going to start this update with giving you a little background information on me, so you know a little bit of who I am, my education background. I studied computer science and information systems in college. I am educated. In order to be in that field, you have to have a strong mathematical background, because when you're generating code and working in software development, you have to work with, for instance, to create programs and software for companies that use that need a high degree of skill, like for instance NASA. When you generate ephemerides for any orbiting bodies, those programs that they use to generate those were created by people like myself. So in order to do that, you have to have a very strong mathematical background. You have to be able to work with matrices, logarithms, algorithms, trigonometry, advanced algebra in short. Okay, so I'm not a simpleton. You guys have seen my background screen many a times. I'm sure you've all noticed my Black Beauty. This is my CBR 1000R Fireblade. But have you ever stopped to notice anything else? Have you ever seen the IBM Visual H for Java icon, Microsoft Visual Basic, Microsoft Visual C++, Astro 5.0? Of course, I downloaded that just so I can see what Tony Scarmato was coming up with in his models. Stellarium. Okay, I do my research. I'm not a simpleton. Okay, and I give you guys the benefits of my research. Now, some comments were made in my previous ISON update. This will be my last ISON update, number 17. There will be no more, because there is no ISON anymore. There's just debris. Some comments were made that that streak could be anything. Now, I don't believe in coincidence. As soon as that streak hits ISON, I showed it to you in my previous video. If you haven't seen it, go look at it. As soon as that streak hits ISON, it dissipates, it disintegrates, and that's it. Now, I don't believe in coincidence, so let me show you what I found. Now, this is Shadowburn 3D. He made a nice catch. I want to thank him, and I asked him if I could use a portion of his video, and he agreed. So let's hear what Shadowburn 3D has to say.
The only thing I can say right now is there is something very interesting about this video that was put out by Canadian Greek Me, is that looking at BP Earthwatch's video, there is a very good sound back up, I would say, to this theory, and that's in this camera view here, you can see that something, object or whatever, shooting star, meteorite, space-based weapon, whatever you want to call it, before this thing fades out, slung across this camera site. You definitely do see that in his video that he has put out. But over here on BP Earthwatch's latest one, where he's talking about the scatter shot of ISON's debris now after that, if you step through these videos frame by frame, you can see that even in another camera on Sechi, that during a certain point in time, that there is something that did get shot across here. I mean, just look at these angles and positions of this. So something definitely did occur there. But whatever caused that occurrence, I don't know, but all I can say is that yeah, I don't even know what to say really about this, but just looking at both of these, something being there right at the right moment at the right time, that's just not coincidental. I mean, something had to have really shot at that. I mean, because you got multiple cameras, multiple different angles, close to the same time stamps. I mean, if you go pull this data up too, you're going to see it. But I mean, you can readily see that here in these frames, these different cameras and camera times and angles, that something got shot at this thing. Call it whatever you want, but I mean, two different channels, two different camera views, around the same time, something gets shot at it. So, can you call it a sound theory? I would say, yeah, it's starting to look pretty sound, just based on the fact that we're talking about multiple different cameras and something, you know, being at the right angle at the right time, right where this thing is. It's pretty hard to dispute that, because there's too much evidence that's already leading up to that makes the theory start to sound pretty sound. So I'm going to give him some good props on that one. I don't hear BP mentioning any of this stuff, but then again, it wasn't really him that came up with this theory. It was Canadian Greek me, as far as I know right now. So, like I said, props on that one. But that's just something that I noticed myself, so I'm just sharing that with you guys. So,
Okay, so now, for people that were saying that that could be anything, that could be a cosmic ray particle, that could be anything, that could be an anomaly in front of the camera, that thing could be a million miles in front of ISON or behind ISON. Now you have two camera angles that are showing you basically the same streak that I showed you on ISON update number 16. And like I said, I don't believe in coincidences. If you have seen 16, ISON update 16 already, you know that I don't believe in coincidences. As soon as that streak hits ISON, it dissipates, it disintegrates. Okay. This is the fourth time. This is the fourth remake of this update that I'm making. I obviously have I know I promised you guys a bombshell of an update for this one as well. I struggled with it, but I decided not to go ahead with the rest of the information that I have found that I wanted to show you. People are obviously not ready for that. Okay, I'm getting some pretty rude comments. You need to give your head a wobble, mate. I don't know what kind of physics you've been studying, but I would ask for my money back if I was you. More than likely, you know a diddly squat about physics, geometry, or anything that may shed light on your simple life. All you're doing is jumping on a photo and thinking you could work out gravity. Laugh my ass off. Lay off the drugs, man. Pick up a book. Can give you Frank's number. They're good with crackhead. THEIR, motherfucker. Learn how to spell, you moron. This guy wins an instant ban. Okay. Now, anyways, I banned so many people. I get so many, you know, really, really rude comments. But anyways, I've struggled long and hard with what to put into this update. I had more information, which I am not going to include. Basically, I'm just going to ratify what I said on ISON update 16 by showing you two different camera angles, and that's it. I'm not going to go ahead with the rest of the update, or with the rest of the information that I found. I don't think people are ready for that kind of stuff. I'm just going to keep it to basically what I can prove. Okay, and what I can prove is that there's two different camera angles that you've just seen that show the same streak. So it's not a cosmic particle. Okay, it's not something that's right in front of the camera lens or anything else. You got two different views showing the same thing. This will be the last ISON update I'll be making, because ISON obviously is no more. It's now just rubble. That's it. That's it, guys. This is the Canadian Greek. I'm out.